Tonight's temperatures could prove to be dangerous for those who do not have a home, and St. Charles County is working to find a new place to house the area's homeless.
Yeah, safety concerns are growing after a fight between two unhoused people ended in gunfire last week. Only News 4's David Emilati spoke to people experiencing homelessness now and those who are working to end it.
Scott Faverty sits with friends outside a gas station on North 3rd Street in the city of St. Charles. He says he's lived under a nearby bridge since July 4th.
I got a college degree. I got a bachelor's of science degree in horticulture, and I can't even get a job.
Faverty tells me he wants help, but he struggles to find a place to stay long enough to get back on track.
Get a job, get a paycheck, and get their own place. I'd help out, but nobody wants to take the time to really come out and find us.
News 4 found this tent city in the woods near the Lewis and Clark boathouse. You see several tents and a strong fire burning to keep this group warm. One man tells us he's lived here for a year, but prefers to be on his own.
They're drinking, they're loitering, they're littering, they're causing problems.
St. Charles City Council member Christopher Kyle says a growing homeless population can present a safety problem.
As a dad and a father, I don't like it. I want my kids to be riding their bikes around this area and to be in the woods and be playing.
I'm told some of the homeless population is a nuisance for area businesses. Mayor Dan Borgmeyer tells me he wants to get $10 million in ARPA funding awarded to the state of Missouri to work with Atlanta-based agency City of Refuge. The goal to build a new facility to get homeless off the street and back into society.
If we have a center, I intend to make at least 30% of that psychiatric, because 41% of them are either drug, alcohol, or mentally handicapped, have some kind of a problem. Those are the ones we need to help, because those are the ones that are causing the problem.
Dan Faust Jr. sits on community council and the mayor's task force on homelessness. Faust tells me this model eliminates most barriers, especially extra traveling from agency to agency.
But they can get counseling services, job training services. They can get help with perhaps any legal problems they might have. And it gives them a real chance to get back on their feet.
Faverty says those resources could give him the second chance he needs.
That's what every homeless person wants. They want jobs. They want a roof over their head. They don't want to be out on the streets.
As far as what's next, Mayor Borgmeyer tells me it could take 6 months to a year to lock in those ARPA dollars. He says if that money is not approved, he will look to the private sector to fund this project. In the city of St. Charles, David Emilati, News 4.